In this video, I am going to tell you how to develop application using React Native and Flexbase. So first of all, I will open my existing application I have created in previous videos, like you can see test app. Once you will go in iOS, you can open here. This application will open in Xcode now. You can run this application in any device like iPhone 5, 5s, 6s plus, which one you want to run. So I just selected iPhone 5 so I can see whole screen as well. Now let me start here. Okay, so you can see here a simple profile view I have created. Some of I think some elements are deprecated, so I have to sort out later. So right now I am going to dismiss it. And now let me tell you about the code, how this application will work and how we can create the UI of this application. Let me open this application through terminal as well. You can directly open this application without Xcode as well, and you can also run this application through terminal. I'm going to close this Xcode right now so I can show you how can I work. Okay, so here is the terminal. Okay, so here is a test app application which has been created, so you have to run this. Now it will open the Xcode project, and you can see here okay, so now here's a slider options, you can change anything. Okay, so this is very basic elements I just put here. I'm using Flexbase for a creative application here. So let me open it on the code first of all. Okay, so I will open the index.ios.js file in my Sublime. I'm using Sublime for it. So this is the whole code I have written for this application. Okay, so let me describe you each and everything. Basically you can uh, use any components from the site. The link is facebook.github.io react-native docs getting started.html. Okay, so once it will open, you can see here is a number of components. You can see like image, list view, map view, and view, slider, and text input. So these are all the things you can use inside your native React Native application. And so right now I'm using component status bar here. You can see here. So this is the basic thing you can import here. So you can copy this code from the this site here as well. Like you want to copy the status bar. One moment. Like you can open the status bar and you can see here, this is the code definition you can found here. And so I'm just using the status bar. You can see here the profile view displayed in the top of the application. It's written in status bar. Okay, so this status bar is important in my application. So you can see here is a constant variable, so you can change it, it will be fixed. So I'm just importing in the component folder. Components is a folder name, as you can see here. Here is a component folder, and inside the component we will have a status bar.js file. Okay, now after that I'm using styles.js file, which I have written all my CSS and flex-based CSS files. Some CSS I'm using directly in flex-based, but sometime I written CSS in styles.js. As you can see, it's directly on the folder style.js. Let me show you. Here you can see here, this is the file name. If I will put this in component folder, then I need to set the path accordingly, like components slash styles.js. So I just written code because of the style.js is located near to the index.ios.js. Okay, now so these are the commented lines, so I'm not using these lines. And the second one is very important, import React from, so you can import the features of React and as well React Native. So right now for the React Native I'm using these features like style sheet for adding the CSS part, slider I'm using the text field for displaying the text, like first name I'm displaying here. And if I want to add any text input, so I can insert text input. For views, like you can see here, I'm using a view component as well, so I need to insert this view. So you can also use alert iOS and other components as per your requirement. Okay, so once in this case we have to write a class. The class name will be test type, like which was created in my last video you have seen. So it will extend all the components that you have insert here. Okay, so then the render will do what will do, it will render all the components like you will mention, and it will display on the screen your application. So now I'm using a view component which I mentioned a style is equal to styles.container. So where it is mentioned, let me explain you. Styles is a name of variable and container is a name of CSS. Now let me explain you once. Like if you open the styles.js file, okay, so here you will see that the variable name is styles. Okay, and then the style sheet dot create is a method name to create the CSS in JS file. Now I'm creating the CSS for container. Here you can see the name is container, and here is the name is same container. If I want to use, like want to change the name of title text here, like title text. So I need to see this, copy this title text here, and here I have already pasted this, and I just set the font size as 12, and you can see here. So you can refresh the changes via command plus R. Okay, so now if I will change the size of font size like 22, then command plus S for save this file, and then go to the simulator, and then you will refresh it again. You will see the whole text size changed from 12 to 22 because I set all the CSS for its title text. If I want to change only the single particular uh, like first name or last name you want to change, you can change it here. Like if you want to change like text title text first name, okay, then you can just copy it, and you can just undo it, and you can again use it, comma, and here you can use font size 22. Now once you will refresh it. Sorry, let me check what was the issue. Sorry, I just forgot to add the comma here. Okay, now you can see, let me check what was the issue. One moment. Styles dot, okay, fine. Okay, let me check one more time. Text, total text is fine. Okay, title first name. If I will say here like first name, one moment. You will see. Okay, so now you can see I have only increased the size of title first. Other zones still remain because I mentioned for all the text field CSS title text, because the first name size is 12 because I mentioned here, you can see. Okay, same for the last name, I mentioned text title text, same for the others part, and here again text title you can see here. Okay, for title text CSS I set the font size is 12, that's why others are still displaying 12, and only first name is larger because I set the font size is 12. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you how can you use a flex base as well in this application to change the other things as well. Okay, so flex base is a very good thing, so you can easily open this website flexboxfroggy.com. okay, so once you will open this, you can go through these lessons from 1 to 24 lessons, so you can easily learn these all CSS part you can easily use in React Native. Now here you can use a flex direction. I'm using a flex direction for this view is row because I want to display two components in one row. The height will be 50. If you want to see the changes, I can change the name background color will be here like red. Okay, so you can see here the background color is red now. Okay, I can write any name here, Sunny, Verma, like anything else. Okay, so this height you can also change, like you want to change the 20 height here, you can change it here. Okay, so you can change 40 also. It depends on your requirement or size. Okay, so you can change the color here, like you want to change the color is gray. And the border width I'm using for the this view is 1. You can also increase the size border. Okay, and if you want to change the color of border color, you can change, like if you want to change red color here, you will see here a red border color for this component. Okay, so now next component is for text component. I'm using only for the displaying the label. This is for label, so this part is for only if you want to write your CSS inside this code, then you can directly write like this one. Okay, like here I mentioned style equal to the double braces and then this code. So this is called a static CSS. If you want to write CSS in styles.jss, as you can see here, so you can write here like you can see style, you can change here each and everything. You can write the name of his first name. Okay, so you can use this in the style.jss, but you have to write the again CSS here. But okay, and you have to mention the same name here. The name is first name, then okay. So you don't need to add this CSS directly on index.ios. You just need to add the style.first name, and then in style.js you can add any CSS. Okay, now it's working. If you want to change like here 20, you can see it's working. It's working inside style.js. So you can write any CSS directly, style equals to like this part, and also you can mention the component name, and styles is a variable name, and this is the CSS name you want to use inside. Okay, so here is all clear. Now this is a text component which I'm using. Style again, style name is styles.title first, which I already described you before, and this is not required now. You can remove it, I think. Let me check. Yes, so you don't need it. And the other thing you will use for text input, like here is a Sunny, Verma, etc. Anything you want to write. So for this you need a text input. You can also see here is a text input, yeah, here. So you have to look all the components before implementing on the live application. So it will take some time to study, but it's not hard to get. So you can easily grasp everything once you will on the track. So this is a very easy way. You can just copy this content and component, and sorry, component, and then just paste here, paste here, then you will use it. So I don't think it will take too much time to implement for you. So now let me here's the line number is 78, which was my mistake. Okay, so this, as you can see here, all the code is similar. So this code is already working from the, let me set from here. Okay, now if I will paste the another text field here, so I don't think it will work. Let me check one more time. Text is null. Okay, cannot read property text for null. Okay, you can mention here, the value will be, you don't need to mention it. I think you don't need this part value because it's not coming directly from here. Okay, so now it's working. Yes, and here you can see another text box as well. If you want to change the size of this text, you can change it as well. So this is the same component I'm using here. Okay. So you have to close this new component as well, and I'm just writing this code very clearly because you can easily understand each and everything. Like this view is closed in the last, here, yes, here, this is the ending of first view. Okay, so other thing is, once you will open this view, this is closing here and this view is closing here. Okay, and this view is closing here. So this is a good way of coding, so you can easily understand where we are opening this component, where we are closing this component. So it's easy to uh, check your errors as well. So so you are very well known, so where you're doing mistakes. So if you will code very from the left side, from left, right, bottom, top to bottom, by single line by single line, so we have to very careful while writing. It should be very informative, and so you can, even other person who trying to understand your code, so he can well understanding of this code. So I think it's a better way to writing this code. So I'm always write the code like this, and the same thing is working same. So I'm just copying this code for some things, and some things are changed, and the other things you can also use these CSS part, this flex point 0.2 line item and justify content is a part of flexbox. Okay, so like flex is used for the space between left to right. Like if I will just change the name, change the color, one, let me check. Hmm, here we have mentioned the name. Oh, okay, sorry, here, here is it. Okay, so you can also mention the name of color and everything you want to mention. So like here, if I will change the size of, you can see here tab size is increased. If you will increase it from here 6, you can see it's increased. I can show you through background color as well if you want to see. Like you can use background color here, and you can just put here, that's it. And I think you should put here red color so you can easily know. So now you can see the first name size is right now 0 0.6. If you I will reduce it to 0.2, and you can see here the size is okay, it's fine. And now I'm going to change the size again 12 because it's not looking good. And you have to save every time once you make any changes and you want to display your, you want to see your changes on emulator. You will use command plus R to reload your changes. Okay, so now so these are all the components I'm using, and you can also use this slider toolbar as well. I'm also using the slider example here. So the minimum value I set -1 and maximum value is 3, and the background color is transparent because I don't need any background color here, and the flag size is 0.5. So this example is working because of I have mentioned before in the below variable name is what, slider, and it creates a class which mention all the code for the slider example. Okay, and then we have to register the component. Like then we have to mention name of application, like my application name is test app, so you have to mention this application. So I think it's a simple way. I'm just telling you, you can easily learn, go through this simple application. So it takes some time to you for first time, like 3 or 4 hours, but from once you will go through it, and then it will not take too much time to develop the things. So this is the basic design layout of the profile view. We can modify according to our design, according to our requirement as well. So I don't think it is not a big thing to do. So it's all depends on the requirement. So some components are new for us, and we can use them by looking at the site here. Here's a lot of components we are using here: map view, image view, and picker and switch, touchable, and there's a lot of things you can use in your application. It's all depends on your requirement. So I think it's sufficient for you to understand the things about for Flex. I always forget the name. Flexbox, Froggy, and the React Native. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.